Right, so I'm going to start with my latest addiction this week. It is a French television series called Section Zero, and it's a cross between crime drama Braco and Mad Max, really. So it is gritty and dark and violent. It's a political sci-fi series that's set in the near future where multinational corporations with their own militias run Europe. It's good. And it's kind of unlike any other crime drama you're going to see on television at the moment. So if you want to check that out, that starts this Friday, the 14th of April. Now, before there was Annie Leibovitz, there was another female rock photographer who changed the way we look at rock stars, and her name was Ginny Dell'Accio. Now, Dell'Accio was a trailblazer. She was self-taught. She was a woman working in a male-dominated industry, and she actually didn't start taking photographs of bands until she was in her mid-40s. Her eye for arresting images made her one of the most sought-after photographers in the 1960s, and she went on to work with bands like the Rolling Stones, The Who, the Beach Boys, and Neil Young. The documentary is called Her Aim is True, and it screens on Wednesday the 12th of April, and independent filmmaker Karen Whitehead explores her life and career through archival photos and also footage, and she talks to a lot of the bands that were Dell'Accio's subjects. But the most charming and the most enjoyable stories in this film come from Dell'Accio herself. It was filmed just before she passed away at age 97 in 2013. It's a delight. Now, hot on the heels of the New Zealand SAS Afghanistan saga comes a Danish film called A War. Nominated for Best Foreign Language Film at last year's Oscars, it follows a Danish commander who is stationed in Afghanistan who makes a decision while under attack that has grave consequences for everybody. Himself, the Afghanis, his family at home, everybody. It's a film by Thomas Lindholm, and he also directed a film called A Hijacking, which was about a hijacking, and also wrote The Hunt. Now, I like this guy. He writes very honest, stripped back, slightly discerning and intense films, and once again he takes an understated approach in this film, and he shows us the physical, emotional and moral complexities of the situation that this soldier found himself in, and then he basically leaves us in the lurch. No one wins. But I will leave you to watch and ponder on that film. It's called A War. It's a must-see. It screens tonight, Monday the 10th. Now, on a slightly lighter note, I watched A Room with a View again this week. The film is screening as part of our Best of British series, whereby our Rialto channel programmer has chosen 20 of some of his favourite British films to screen on Sunday evenings. You know, this film really is a delight and it stands the test of time, but what I was really blown away by, and I know it was made in 1985, and I know that's a long time ago, but everybody looks so young, and I was just couldn't take my eyes off everybody. Maggie Smith, Judi Dench, Daniel Day-Lewis is almost unrecognisable, but I tell you what, the winner of the day is Helena Bonham Carter. She just does not look any different. Good on her. Hey, now don't forget, this week, throughout April, Rialto channel is giving away each week two $250 Memento book vouchers. So photo book vouchers. So please go online, rialtochannel.co.nz, and get yourself into the draw to win one of those. All right, I'll see you next week.